Hello everybody. I'm not with you during periods 4 and 6 today, so your sub is going to show you this little video to get you started on the assignment so that we don't lose any class time. But before we begin, please notice that I've added several pieces of information to the board on the upper right hand corner. You might want to write this down in your blue book or on your calendar. I will post this on my website eventually. The most important things to notice right now is that next week on Monday, vocabulary number 2 is due. I'm going to pause for a moment while you get your textbook open in Notability. If you would go to page 3, which is, or page 4 rather, which is the translation of the Mayflower Compact. We read this through on Friday, and I asked you to break into small groups to determine what you thought the most important parts of the compact were. I indicated to you that them identifying as being part of England through King James and being loyal subjects and religious subjects was really just a greeting and a closing to the document, but that the most important part is in the middle of it. And so I've highlighted for you the 4 important aspects to this, that they wanted to combine themselves in a into a civil body politic, and that they wanted just and equal laws, that they were going to determine from time to time that these laws were necessary, and that they would promise all due submission and obedience. Those are the 4 most important aspects to this document. So you should make sure that you know those. I would also suggest that this document is absolutely the cornerstone of our democracy, that these undersigners, these writers of the Mayflower Compact, have determined for us how we are going to write every other document in America. And that's pretty important to us, as we're going to discover as we proceed through this semester. Now, what you are going to do comes up next. I'm going to ask your sub if he or she would please distribute to you your assignment. The assignment is for the Mayflower Compact, and what I'm proposing is that you are essentially going to create what we will call Cathedral Compact. You're at a new school. Of course, most of you came last year, but you're at a new school. It's a new environment. Most of the people with whom you're spending your day are new to you. And I want you to create a list of general rules or principles that will be the cornerstone to guide you during this academic journey, while you're at Cathedral. I want you to call it a Cathedral Compact. And within this compact, I don't care the style you write in, but within the compact, I want you to use these 4 terms. I want you to use the term combine ourselves, civil body politic, just and equal laws, time to time, and promise all due submission and obedience. When you finished writing your document, notice I'm not giving you a word length. It can be brief, it can be lengthy. It's up to your group to determine what you want it to be. I expect the members of your group to sign it. Now, your group, what should your group be? That's up to you to determine. It can be a large group, it can be a small group. A group, by definition, is 2 or more people. Actually, you could probably even suggest it should be 3 or more people. But I'll let you determine that. I expect you to work on this well for the next 15 minutes. If the sub will pause this for 15 minutes and pull you back together and collect it in 15 minutes, that would be great. Thank you for creating your Cathedral Compact. I look forward to reading that when I get back to school tomorrow. I hope you noticed either how easy it was for you to determine what you meant, or how hard it was to actually put into words what you thought this kind of document should look like. Because it's something that represents you, and I know that some of you took it seriously and maybe really struggled with it, and for others it came very smoothly. William Bradford was the governor of Plymouth for quite a long time. I mean, 3 decades, as we discussed last week, and he had a very good idea of what the Pilgrims wanted their world to be like in America. And as a result, he decided to write a history of Plymouth Plantation, which I'll probably refer to as oPP sometimes. I'm sure there's a rapper song in there somewhere. What I want you to do is just read the very beginning, this excerpt of the beginning of oPP, so that you have an idea of what their writing style looked like. You may not understand some of the background information, but I want you to give it a stab. So you finished your Cathedral Compact, and I can't wait to take a look at those later this evening. If the sub will please put those on the desk for me, that would be. As you go through and you read these 3 pages of Plymouth Plantation, I want you to look for Bradford's use of diction as an indicator of the time period. Circle words you don't know, highlight things you think that are important. I want you to also look at 2 things. One thing I want you to consider is that his purpose in writing this was to record the events of the time. And the second thing I want you to consider is that he wanted the younger generations to feel respect for those who had come before them. And so see if anything that he is saying in these few lines would indicate that that is what his intent is. When you get finished, we're done for the day. Tomorrow we are going to start with the wonderful poetry of Anne Bradstreet, and I will add some more information to your notes on the Puritan PowerPoint. Have a great day.